Shut down.
They were leaders in a strike that shut down
10 campuses of the University of Puerto Rico.
10 campuses of the University of Puerto Rico
For 2 entire months.
for 2 entire months.
They were met with the most vicious police brutality and state repression.
Police brutality and state repression.
Hundreds were beaten, arrested, and released uncharged. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory of 4 million people.
Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory of 4 million people.
It is going through the worst crisis since the 1930s.
It is going through the worst crisis since the 1930s.
18% unemployment, 48% poverty level, crime skyrocketing higher than in Mexico per capita. A Republican right-wing governor named Luis Fortuño. Remember that name. The Republican Party likes right-wing Latino leaders. Remember that name.
The Republican Party likes right-wing Latino leaders. Remember that name.
He laid off 30,000 public employees. And he is building a gas pipeline. That will destroy the environment in 3/4 of the country. Despite 80% opposition to it. So I present you now to the student strike leaders. These are the future rabble-rousers. We're in solidarity from Spain, from Greece, now Boston. Occupy every Wall Street worldwide. No more abuse from global capitalism.
Hi. I want to congratulate you. For raising your voice tonight. Because it is important to speak. To show we have liberty of mind. We had 2 strikes in the last year in Puerto Rico. In the first one, we did an occupation of 2 months. Of the University of Puerto Rico. And we won that strike. And we are stronger now. And we face another strike. Against a tuition hike. And we couldn't stop the $800 fee. But like I said, we are stronger now. We are going to keep fighting. Like you are doing. To show that 1% of people that we can and we will take the control of our lives. The only reason they want us in jail is because we are free. And it is important to stand up every single moment. In every aspect of our lives. There was an important writer
that is made from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is like other countries in the Caribbean.
Puerto Rico is like other countries in the Caribbean.
It's the place where capitalism
It's the place where capitalism
cleans their feet.
cleans their feet.
But maybe Puerto Rico is not the most better example
It's not the best example
of the oppression politics of the capitalism.
of the oppression politics of the capitalism.
Nowadays,
Nowadays,
Santo Domingo and Haiti,
Santo Domingo and Haiti.
they are the worst place in the Caribbean.
They are the worst place in the Caribbean.
For example, what the capitalism is doing.
For example, of what capitalism is doing.
So continue.
So continue.
Workers in the United States have to continue.
Workers in the United States have to continue.
The communities in the United States have to continue.
The communities in the United States have to continue.
The resistance can't stop.
The resistance can't stop.
In October 15,
In October 15,
we will try
we will try
Puerto Rico to continue this.
in Puerto Rico to continue this.
Because you,
you,
United Statesians,
United States,
have been solidary
Have been solidarity
with Puerto Rican students
with Puerto Rican students
and who are solidary. Who are in solidarity.
who are in solidarity.
You merece.
deserve.
You deserve solidarity.
You deserve solidarity.
Thank you for this.
Thank you for this.
When we started our strike
When we started our strike,
and occupation,
occupation,
most of the people in Puerto Rico
most of the people in Puerto Rico
thought we were crazy,
thought we were crazy,
but we continue the fight
but we continue to fight.
as you're doing tonight.
As you're doing tonight.
So my only message
So my only message
is that you should continue your fight,
is that you should continue your fight.
not only for you that live here,
Not only for you that live here,
but for all the people in the world
but for all the people in the world
that is being affected by this Wall Street.
But we have been behind Wall Street.
Your struggle
Your struggle
is our struggle too.
is our struggle too.
So solidarity
So solidarity.
until the victory. Hasta la victoria siempre.
¡Viva Puerto Rico! Rico libre
Socialista.
y socialista.